Hey, this is Steve from Mushemi Fire, and I've just set up our new seedling propagation system in our warehouse. So we've got an old IKEA shelving unit here I found up in the loft, and on this shelf here we've set up our T5 lights. Now this is a panel, it comes as a kit. It holds 4 fluorescent lights that are 2 foot long, and this is enough to get about 150 seedlings propagating. We've actually bought 2 of these, so we've got one going up here as well, but I'll set that up a bit later. You'll see we've got some reflective sheeting here, and what this does is it will reflect as much light as it can back to the seeds, so we'll get as much light going to seeds as possible. We'll also set up another bit here that we just kind of roll down over this way to reflect from the front end as well. We're actually going to propagate this year in coir plugs, which are these things here. They're made from shredded coconut husks. Never used them before, but I've heard lots of good things about them, so I'm going to get them onto soak, and we'll get them in here and start propagating the seedlings. So I'll go and do that now and walk you through it. Alright, so I've just filled the sink with some warmish water, okay, just standard tap water, and these are the coir plugs. So as I said before, it's compressed coconut fibre with a little bit of a casing there. So all we need to do is drop some in and let them expand, and I'm assuming they're going to take about kind of 5 or 10 minutes. On these plugs, these are 35mm round plugs. The standard sizes are 42mm. I've got the slightly smaller ones just because I've got less space, so I can get a few more chillies in, because once they've propagated we're going to get them out into the greenhouse. So I want to be doing about 300 plants at a time. But there you go, they're called Jiffy plugs. Okay, so that only took about 2 minutes. There we go. So you see they've expanded quite a lot there. I'll just get a little one that's still dry, just to give you an example. So there you go. So it's pretty much the right size. So what I'm going to start doing is just putting them in the trays here before we start putting the seeds in. There we go. Okay, so here we go. They're all planted out. We've got Filipino variety, Devil's Rib, Dorset Naga, Fatali and Borneo. That's just to get us started. We've got 100. I've got a big delivery coming next week, so we're going to stick another, what is it, 200 odd in the ground just to get going with this first batch. So there we go, all ready to go. I'm not actually going to leave the light, so what I'm actually going to just do is just cover this loosely with a bit of bubble wrap. There we go. Still allowing airflow, but just to kind of keep a little bit of the warmth in. And turn this off. Ideally, germination temperature is best at around 25, I think 28 degrees. I'm no expert, but I think that's about right. It's a little bit colder than that in the house, but never normally had problems germinating before. We've got a radiator there at the moment as well. So yeah, we'll see how these go, but I'll check back with you guys as soon as they, well, hopefully start poking their heads through the ground. So there we go, hopefully in about a week's time.